I'm going to be bringing our hosts up to the stage, Kimberly Sturdivant Waison. Kimberly is our Director of Partnerships here at Tour Radar. She's an industry veteran. She brings 15 years of experience working with DMOs, with travel agents, and with operators. She's also our leader of all things agent here at Tour Radar. So no better person to lead this panel. Please welcome to the stage, Kimberly.
Thank you, Sean. How do I follow that intro? Well, it's both an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to the panel, Agents of Change, the role of travel agents in life-changing adventures. And as Sean mentioned, I'm Kimberly Sturdivant Waison, Director of Partnerships. I've had the pleasure to get to know these two ladies over the last week, entertaining them here in Vienna. We've had a lot of fun. And today, I'm excited to really dive into the fascinating world where travel agents, as the unsung heroes of Wanderlust, wield their expertise to create these adventures that transform lives. So at Tour Radar, our vision is to enrich the world through organized adventures, and today's discussion aligns perfectly with that mission. We believe that travel is not merely about exploring new destinations, but the profound impact that it has on individuals, shaping their perspectives, fostering personal growth, and creating those lasting memories. And it's about those moments when we truly live, learn, and connect with the world around us. As Sean mentioned, we and Travis in his opening, we recognize and deeply value the pivotal role that travel agents play in turning this vision into a reality. And we believe that you are the architect of dreams, you're the navigators of aspirations, and the curators of unforgettable adventures. So our esteemed panelists, travel agents who have used Tour Radar, embody the spirit of this transformative journey. So together, we will explore the art of crafting these life-enriching adventures and the essential role that you play in bringing these experiences to travelers around the world. So let's meet our panel. First, we have Diane Belzic. She's owner of Travel with Diane. She joins us. She's joining us all the way from Anchorage, Alaska. So I'm so excited to have you here today.
Yes.
And then Faith Rosenstein, who's a cruise and vacation consultant with Expedia Cruises. She's also joining us from US, from Chicago. So thank you, ladies, for joining me today. And I want to start off with a softball. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. What inspired you to become a travel agent, and maybe a little bit how you view your role in helping to create these life-enriching adventures for your clients. And Faith, we'll start with you.
When my children grew up, I decided I needed a job, and I wanted something that would be enriching, and I wanted to go somewhere. So I became a travel agent. A friend of mine opened up a franchise, and I was his first employee. I've been a travel agent for 6 years. We survived COVID. Not an easy task, but we survived. And I love it. Love making people's dreams come true, and I enjoy everything about it.
Diane?
Well, I think mine started when my father was in the military. So, of course, we had that instilled with traveling around the world. So I also wanted to bring that to my family and continue on, because just traveling kind of opens up everything. For me, I'm the type of person that wants to explore. I want to step out of those boundaries. I want to see it for myself. I don't want to hear what people say. Pictures can say a lot, but to be there changes the perspective of everything. And for me to travel is just, I feel light, I feel happy, I feel joyful, and I just want to share that with everyone.
I know one of the things that we've spent a lot of time talking about this week, in addition to what you just said, but is our own unique love of travel. I, too, love to travel. I went in a bit of a different direction. I work in travel tech now. So tell me, in today's digital age, how do you... Some might think the relevance of travel agents is fading. But how do you see what unique value you bring when crafting meaningful journeys for your clients? And Diane, let's start with you.
Well, for me, a lot of my clients will ask, are travel agents still there? They think we have been kind of put back on the back burner. A lot of our clients are using kayak booking platforms, but for us as travel agents, we take out that stress. We do that research for you. Most of us are well traveled, so for us to do this, I will do my tour rater bookings. If I need to go further than that, then I'll go call my vendors and get what information that I need.
And Faith?
As a travel agent, we bring knowledge and experience. During COVID, I believe travel agents are coming back. During COVID, people spent lots and lots of time trying to get money back, trying to get their trips not canceled, but exchanged for other trips. For my clients, they had no problem. They had no worries. I was the one up all night. I was the one doing all that, and they were grateful. All my clients got every penny back. By knowing companies, we know where to go, we know where to look, we know what's the best place to get the experience that they're looking for. We have knowledge, we have tools that people can't get to without having that CLIA number.
Yeah, like Tour Radar?
Yes.
I think one of the things that we're going to dive into, or I'm going to dive into a bit more tomorrow in my session with Steph Lee, is this point of travel agents and how it's actually boomed since COVID. So we'll dive into that a little bit more tomorrow. But I want to ask, can you share an example of a particularly memorable trip that you planned for a client that had a profound impact or a life-changing impact on their life? And we'll start, Faith, how about with you?
My clients always wanted to go to Galapagos. When there became a sale, I called them up. I said, this is a great opportunity. And off they went. They sent me so many pictures. There was not enough time. I could not look at all of their pictures that they sent me. The same clients, the husband had died, and they had a trip planned to Alaska. He had always wanted to go to Alaska. And she wavered. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, Tim wanted you to go. You need to go. She said they went. She took her son and his wife. They went. They came back. She said she couldn't thank me enough. Thank you. Thank you for making me go. I felt that Tim was with me the whole time.
I love hearing that. That's so
Thank
great.
you.
And Diane?
Well, actually, I had two clients. We did a tour to Dahab, Egypt, about 2 years ago. And my client, Bill, wanted to surprise his wife with a trip to Egypt because everything in their house is Egyptian. From her tire cover on her vehicle is King Ramesses. But his goal was to actually go to a mosque. But if you knew my client, Bill, he's this big, burly biker dude, and he was wanting to always pray in a mosque. So one of my friends, an Egyptologist, Mo, goes, hey, our door's open. He's able to come. Let's take him. So he actually was able to go to the mosque and pray. And, I asked Mo how it was, and he goes, it was beautiful. He goes, our doors are always open. And it was refreshing for both of them because seeing different cultures. And it just made his trip to be able to do that.
Those truly sound like life-enriching adventures, which leads me to my next question of how do you balance curating these life-enriching adventures with some practicalities like budget and logistics when you're planning these trips? How about Faith?
Everybody has a different budget. Everybody has different aspirations. Some people's aspiration can just be a 5-day all-inclusive in Mexico. You need to talk to your clients. You need to connect with your clients. Connection is everything. Listening is everything. Somebody's junk is somebody's treasure. Some people aspirations, other than the 5-day trip, they might want to go on a 3-week trip tour through Europe. I can make that happen.
Diane, something to add?
Basically, when I speak with my clients, I want to make sure that they're getting what they need when it comes to budget. So that's how we plan our tours, is around their budget, their time, my passion, communication, hearing what they want to say, and evolving that into what they want. So I think communication and the passion and giving them that bucket list of what they want.
Yeah, you talk about bucket list experiences, and those can often be the ones that foster personal growth that we've talked a little bit about, self-discovery, cultural understanding. I think, Faith, you had some insights that maybe you wanted to share on that.
Nothing better than seeing other countries. Nothing better than walking around another country and immersing yourself, tasting their foods, seeing how they live.
Well, I agree with you on that. And I think one thing that travel has made me realize is that no matter how much you know or how much you think you know, there's always room to learn and to know more. So in your opinion, what would you say, Diane, are the critical factors to consider when you're matching clients with travel opportunities that would genuinely enrich their lives?
Well, first, I like to have face-to-face meetings because I want to see what their personalities are. I want to see what their dislikes are, what their hobbies are, if it's a solo, if it's a honeymoon, if they want to do a group tour. All that goes into a factor. Just listening to what they want and then trying to factor that into designing that tour for them. So if we're talking age, sometimes age is a restriction, regardless what type of tour we do. If it's going to be low-key, relaxation, I want to know what their goals are so I can make that happen for them.
Sounds like communication is really key with your clients. Yeah.
Number one.
And
you have to be open.
And Faith, for you?
Communication is the key. It's the key to being a travel agent. You have to learn what their aspirations are. Ask simple questions. What are you looking for? What kind of vacation do you normally go on? What kind of hotel do you normally stay at? A beach, a cruise, a tour? There's no exact answer to this question. Connection. It's all about the connection with your clients.
Well, what advice would you have for a potential client or travelers who are ready to embark on these life-enriching adventures, but maybe they're unsure of where to start or how to even choose a travel agent?
Find somebody you connect with. Ask your friends, do you have a travel agent? Word of mouth is everything for me. Once I meet my clients and I talk to them about what they want, they usually become my clients.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it begins with trust. They're trusting you to do this for them. If they want this certain type of tour or this adventure, they want us to make that happen for them. So that is something that we need to really pay attention to, is their needs and their wants.
And it sounds like through that communication that you're probably forming these long-term relationships with your clients and really getting to know them and understand what their desires are. So how does this relationship that you form with your clients really help contribute to their personal growth through travel?
Well, I think most of my clients, they're able to step out of the box. Fear is another reason. A lot of our clients are afraid because of the unknown. So me fostering that for them, let them know that, this is going to be great, don't be afraid, this is going to be an eye-opening experience.
Did you want to add anything to that one, Faith?
It gives us more in common.
Yeah?
It builds trust, and people who travel understand it gives them personal growth and the value of a good travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to find.
Hard
Yeah.
to find. Mm-hmm. We're free. Travel agents are free.
We are.
Well, what advice or message would you give to anybody out here or watching who maybe is an aspiring travel agent or is just a traveler who's looking to embark on a meaningful adventure? Diane?
Educate.
Educate?
Educate yourself. How to educate yourself. Go outside of your comfort zone as well as their comfort zone. Becoming a travel agent is not so much about the money. It's more about the experiences and the experiences you get and the experiences you get to give to your clients.
And for me, educate ourselves. Webinars. Go on our Facebook page. Join discussions. I belong to a lot of newsletters, so I'm constantly reading Travel Weekly, anything to do with travel, I'm on it. I wake up in the morning, I'm on Facebook looking for travel. I look at my emails, I open those emails out. I attend classes, I do discussions. So for me, it's just continuing with that education of travel and knowing what we need to do to make our clients happy.
We've talked quite a bit about life enriching adventures, obviously. So I have to ask: how has Tour Radar helped play a role with sending any of your clients on life enriching adventures? Faith, why don't we start with you?
I have a client who loves Tour Radar. He uses it to travel throughout a whole country. For example, he's going in this summer of 2024. He's a teacher, so he has summers off. He's going throughout Asia. He has booked Tour Radar tours throughout all of Asia with like 2 or 3 days in between to get from point A to point B, where this one ends, that one begins. And it's my job to connect him from point A to point B.
Amazing. It sounds like it's going to be quite an adventure for over the summer. Diane, I know you had something interesting about a recent trip.
Mount Sinai, or there's so many.
Well, I know we talked about two. We talked about Mount Sinai and then also another Egypt trip that you did.
I am actually doing another Egypt trip this coming fall with a group of 8, and their goal is to climb Mount Sinai, which I did a couple years ago. I underestimated the mountain, so did my clients, but it was probably one of the best experiences that I could have ever done. I mean, it was just eye-opening, just the energy, the coming together of everyone, knowing that we climbed 7,400 feet, beginning at 1 o'clock in the morning to reach the summit at 5 a.m., which was pretty breathtaking and just an eye-opening experience that just changed myself and my clients. And from that, they have been referring clients to me over and over. So this is my 3rd trip back to Egypt just to climb Mount Sinai. I won't, but they will. It was hard.
Well, in tomorrow's session, you're going to be diving into a little bit more technical and digital questions with our product manager, Julia Mueller. But my final question for you today, and then we'll see if we have any from the audience, is in this age of instant online booking, how do you see the future of travel agents in shaping and curating these transformative adventures for your clients?
We're going to be here. We'll always be here because we're taking that stress away from the normal person. That's what we do. They come to us for that. So we're able to plan those for our clients, and they can sit back, relax, and then we bring it together for them. And that's what we're supposed to be here for, is giving them that wow feature. So they'll keep coming back over and referring more clients to us. We'll always be here.
And Faith?
After COVID, people realized the value of a travel agent. They don't want to talk to a call center. They don't want to be put on hold for hours at a time to get their money back. They realized one-stop shop. You can email your travel agent, you can call your travel agent, and they're going to get whatever it is you want done.
Well, thank you, ladies. I think we'll look and see if there's any questions from the audience. Oh, we have a question here.
Joy.
Okay.
Check. Perfect. So we do have some questions from our online audience.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and ask that question. So what are some destinations that you recommend for clients seeking transformative adventures?
That's kind of hard because there's so many destinations to travel. I mean, for
Well,
me,
if you had to pick one.
I'm gonna, I love Egypt. Don't ask me. I love Egypt. So for me, Egypt feels like home to me.
I know you've
And
booked five Egypt trips
5
with
Egypt,
Tour
it's like,
Radar.
yeah, I have. It's just the people, the history, the food, the warmth. When you land, I mean, they're just so happy. It's like, welcome to Egypt. It's just a beautiful experience, and it's warm, and I just feel like I'm home there. And I would go to Egypt every year if I could, and I would bring more people back every year because I think it's a country that's undiscovered. People are still afraid You know, they think it's war-driven, or is it not safe? You can't do that. That is not true. It's the fear. Get out, explore. I mean, it's just a beautiful country. So for me, Egypt, absolutely.
Amazing.
Galapagos, Denali. People love going to Denali in Alaska. That's a very transformative trip. Antarctica. People, that's becoming very big these days.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
There's so many places. It's
So many.
So many.
So many.
So
but
many places, such little time.
Yeah.
I think we have time maybe for one more question, maybe two. There might actually be a question over here as well.
There's one more from the online audience, so I will go ahead. Do you want to ask your questions? Okay.
Oh, God.
Hi. This is a question from the perspective of a potential purveyor, a tour operator. So I come from Europa Mundo, which is it's a tour company that's been established for 20-something years and mostly in the Spanish-speaking market. So, and we're making inroads into travel English-speaking travel agent community for English-speaking passengers. How can we gain trust from travel agents that haven't heard from us before? What can we say to them? How can we demonstrate that we are a reliable tour operator, that you can trust us with your passengers?
It's a great question. I would like to answer
Okay.
that from the tour radar side.
Okay.
As I think you know, Europa Mundo is one of our most booked operators for travel agents, and one of the reasons is because you have such great reviews, and we make that transparent to our agents. So from the tour radar side, that's one of the things that we value and that we do. But I'll let you guys go if you haven't heard of Europa Mundo.
I do. For me, when I look for vendors, I research. I read all the reviews. I look at the photos. I look how long you've been in business. I will even shoot something across to our operators. And then at that time, you guys will shoot back a response. So for me, again, it comes to communication, but I go by reviews and just watching how many people have booked. And that way I feel confident. So I need to speak one-on-one with the vendor. That's how I do my booking, to make sure that my clients are going to have that experience.
And you can do that directly through the agent portal.
Yes, absolutely. That's how we go back and forth. That's exactly. I like it.
Faith, what about you? How do you go about trusting an operator that maybe you haven't booked before? What's going to build that confidence? Seeing those reviews, those photos, is that going to help?
Reviews, photos, word of mouth, people who have used them.
How about Facebook page? Do you look at Facebook
Absolutely.
pages and see what other agents are maybe saying
While I
about
don't
those operators?
post on Facebook, yes, I look on Facebook pages.
A lot of Facebook. A lot of people go to Facebook to either write a good review, bad review. So I think that social media has a lot to do with it. So I also will go to social media and I will follow that post to the end to see, what the response was and how the vendor handles the response. But I'll follow it from the top to the bottom.
Yeah. I think we have time for one more question. Was there another online question?
Hi there. There's places like Venice, Barcelona, Dubrovnik that are inundated and really trying to figure out their relationship with travelers coming from outside their destinations. I'm wondering how you, as agents, think about responsibility and sustainability as your guests or your families or your clients try to think about destinations. How does that figure into your guidance for them?
Sending them on off seasons, not sending them during the summer when it's packed with thousands and thousands of people. September, October, May. Actually, it's quite beautiful here now. That's how.
I think is that what?
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. It's been such a pleasure to have you on this panel today. And I think, as we embrace the digital age, it's clear that the human touch and personalization and communication provided by travel agents such as yourself remains irreplaceable. Your commitment to understanding clients, their aspirations, building that trust, and creating these unforgettable adventures exemplifies the profound impact that travel can have on our lives. So with that in mind, I'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for having you join us today to share your insights, your wisdom, and most importantly, your passion for travel. You truly are the agents of change, shaping the future and enriching the lives of countless adventurers everywhere. As we conclude today's session, I hope it's become clear that with the guidance and expertise of travel agents, every journey becomes a life-enriching adventure. And so with that, I say may your travels be filled with wonder and your adventures truly life-enriching. Thank you for joining us today. I think we're off.